Hello everyone, good evening. Am I coming through okay? Fantastic. Alright, where's my controller? So yeah, the title and that pre-show didn't say anything. This is Ace Combat 7. I have actually never played any of the previous Ace Combat games outside of the free-to-play one that was on the PS3. It was called Ace Combat Infinity. I've always wanted to play an Ace Combat game, but whichever game came out at the time, I did not have the system for it. It was either on like a PlayStation 2 or an Xbox. Most of the ones that I've seen was on an Xbox, so it was a missed chance for me. So, but I played Ace Combat Infinity, which was free to play on the PlayStation 3, and I loved it. Unfortunately, the servers are closed, so that's a bit of a sad story. So let's go ahead and played 6, played the one on PS2. So let's do a sync real quick. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. We're synced. All right. Hang on, I got a coffee burp coming up. All right, there might be more of that. So yeah, I have brought out the flight stick. I don't even remember if this might have been after I played Squadrons, but the one I used back then had a little bit of a drift problem, and I actually ended up getting a replacement for it. It's mostly the same, just doesn't have the Ace Combat 7 branding on the side, but this is a perfectly good. It might as well be a brand new flight stick that Thrustmaster sent me. So we're gonna be making use of this baby here. We're going to restart the story. I played the first mission and a good amount of the multiplayer, but that's it, just to get a feel for how the controls are. Okay, so it's gonna keep all the stuff I got from like the progress tree, just not the mission. What do you call it? The levels. We're gonna put this on normal, because even though I am a decent pilot, I do not know how challenging an Ace Combat game can actually be.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations.
The Batwin.
Flying's in my DNA.
Wait.
Even
Were you just
so,
doing that as a test
my grandpa
notification?
didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense.
Also, did that
the day
sound
my
come
dad
through?
died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds.
One's the other sounds.
The dark blue
Okay.
of the stratosphere.
Okay, that's good.
Beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read.
They have like notifications
Pilots
for
taking to
4
the skies
things.
will
I'll
soon
get into
be
it
a
when we're
distant
done with this
memory.
cutscene.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa,
Yeah, that is a little
and
bit
his
soft.
old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself.
But thank you, Batwin, for the sub.
I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier.
F-104.
All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
No problem. That means I can drive this. As long as you don't beach the sub, you're good. But I figured you'd probably be either handling the periscope or probably manning the station. I will say this music is pretty epic sounding.
So, I flew up.
Gonna drive it in the marsh.
Straight through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least.
That is an F-15.
Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Jink!
Crap. You should have put an IFS between this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Did you at least punch out? Get a little jettison there. Parachute.
Is everyone here?
Shame she was cute too.
Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there.
What are you doing?
Find the unidentified craft. Then use your weapons.
I haven't
to
even
round them up
started and
and
you're
force
doing
them
that.
to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will. What the hell was that? There's smoke. We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft
You do
approach
realize it's for
overhead.
30 seconds. I got a timer right here. I should probably put a timer on the screen.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
Fine, the second I'm in the air, the timer
This
starts.
is not a drill.
You think I'm flying a P-51? Alright, take down the hostile bombers. May 15, 2019. Operation Deerhorn. Turned off shooting for like 5 minutes. It's a good thing that I had only set it for 60 seconds. My wingmate's name is Clown. We got Knocker, Brownie going 3 and 4. Target's a TU-95. And we're gonna browse this real quick just to clarify a couple things. There's a fair amount of planes in this aircraft tree, but I'm gonna stick with mostly aircraft that was used in the Navy, with the exception of one because one jet that I use in Ace Combat Infinity is not in this, and that's the Harrier jet. There's an attack aircraft, so in its place, Chicken's going to like this, I'm going to be using the A-10 Thunderbolt when I reach that point. So, we've got a couple MiGs, we've got the French Mirage 2000, Su-33s, Gripens, MiG-31s. He likes challenges more than Mr. Sekiro. I would say that, but, you know, the stress was too much for me. Rafale, Typhoon, yeah, we're gonna stick with Navy jets, which is mostly the F-14, the FA-18, and then the F-35. I'm not gonna use the F-22 because that's an Air Force jet. We're going up to here with the F-15s, so. Use a crop. There are no crop dusters in this. Alright. We got the F-14 here. We got the FA-18 that I use in multiplayer. I'm not gonna touch that just yet. I'm not going to attach any parts just yet. Unguarded bomb. I think those are AMRAAMs. I'm going to stick with the Phoenix missiles. Is this the... No, I don't need that. That's not what I want.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Use the TIE Fighter. Wrong franchise. A particular plane? No, just mostly jets used by the Navy.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage 2.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
For that, Column Squadron,
60 seconds starting now.
take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa.
Oh, we're going
Looks like the
supersonic
Home's taken
already.
a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do
Ooh, I
this.
just flew
Gold
past my
Squadron,
flight
it's
lead.
go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
No, that's
This is
my
the
camera. There
AWACS
we go.
Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They
He's
hit
in
our
an
radars hard in the last
F-16.
attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco.
He's gonna lag behind.
Fly
he's
with
my
me
wing.
now. That's what it means to be in an element.
This is fly with me, but if you're gonna be by
You gotta
flight
keep
lead,
an eye out for enemy bombers.
oh. Alright, 60 seconds is up. Should have redeemed that sooner. Alright, how do I... There we go. Alright, so that's my Phoenix missiles. Air brakes, that's my flares. That's my radar. That's my yaw. Nope, that's the wrong button. I just wasted more flares.
Here we go. Looks like bombers have been located.
It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Gotta get out of suit. Redeem no flying. Way too high. Oh, there they are. Alright, there they go.
Way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round.
He's mine. He's not
All
getting away.
escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Where's my... There we go. Here go, Backwin.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Mage 2, target down. Fox 3.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Gotta get closer.
Getting out of block. Breaking.
Whoa! Oh!
Mage 2 crashed.
How fast was I going? Journey of a great pilot begins with his first crash.
Follow up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Alright,
Roger
I'm
that.
digging around.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
I am just leaving my wingmate behind. I'll stick with the Phoenixes since of that
They're
long
way
range.
overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another
Mage 2,
round.
missile away.
All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835. Missile cruising evading.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. simple.
Almost too simple. He says as he crashes into a bomber previously.
Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down.
Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Bingo. Tally. Let's take him off on the back.
Column 2, missile!
Enemy has a radar lock.
Where is he?
Miss. That's a miss.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
I'm iced up.
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Target is destroyed.
He's right behind me. He's right there.
Box 2.
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Picture clear.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Whee!
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
This clown.
I am Princess Rosa Gusette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
My foot's already asleep.
Trigger, your call sign is page 2.
Oh god, it's gonna. I totally forgot there's a replay for this.
Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Yeah, we don't need to see the first crash. I was like, I'm coming up on that bomber pretty quickly. How close am I? Oh, I'm that close.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Rank B. Ground targets destroy. Total targets. TU-160. Oh gee, I wonder what that nickname is. Alright, finally I can continue on past the first mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN.
So
Osea launched an attack on the
is
capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the
is this
Kestrel
universe's
II.
version
After a
of the
brutal
Americas?
Battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired
I guess
missiles at the
Erusia would be
city and
Europe.
managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard.
Explains why all the continents look so
swarmed
weird.
the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world.
Yeah, that sounds like the US.
They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived.
Oh, she lives. How'd you survive that?
Crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base. Then, got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war.
Oh, her leg's in a
all
brace.
in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to.
I think her name is Avi or Avi. It's like A-V-I-E or something like that in the previous cutscene.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate.
That looks more like a prison.
Its gun was aimed at the yard.
Oh, that's definitely a prison.
This was a prison.
Oh, she's got a limp.
This place looked like a full-on base.
Our
But
tomboy.
half the tanker trucks were just big balloons.
What the hell?
And the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out.
With that bum leg, you're not gonna get
Sent
far.
the dogs on me.
Ooh. Who voices her?
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind
Abby
eye to
Trot?
this critical
Not
situation.
familiar with that name.
The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
We're gonna get hit by drones, I feel it. destroy enemy ground facilities. Alright, we're still with Clown, Knocker, and Brownie, so... Target vehicles, AA guns, APCs. Okay, so it looks like it's all in a straight line. Yeah, let's bring in the bombs. She was Pod 153 from the Automata. Only recognizes Windblade from Transformers. Alright, let's go ahead and start putting in some parts. Aircraft acceleration, don't really have a problem with that. Yaw maneuverability, I want that. Increases missiles. Reload time. Homing. I'm not using G-Rocket. That's a ground rocket, I think. Multiplayer only, multiplayer only, multiplayer only.
Mage Squadron, Zordy, ASAP.
Cloud cover broken. Operation East Wind. Oh, we're already in the air.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Okay.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. Accelerate! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Ooh.
The hell do you mean the nearest airbase hasn't got any fighters?
Bombs away.
H2 bombs away.
The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! Go for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. Locked. It's chow time.
Oh, I missed. Alright, let's
Where's our support? If you don't get some fighters soon, the whole base is gone.
there we go. Get the radar vehicle.
Target has permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. Mage 2, missile in the air.
Spiked. Where is it?
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Oh, jeez.
Air guns down.
Yeah.
Trigger, there's
It's too close.
Mage 2, blocking.
Focus on that one.
That's a miss.
Alright, now let's go.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Hey, H, those are helicopters.
Enemy transports attacking.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Got a fighter on my tail.
Tread the radar network. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Box 2, here's some feedback for those poor merchants. Write your manuals in a language
you
we
are.
can understand.
You're being locked onto.
C-17.
This is School 6, flying in the clouds.
Get closer.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Still flying.
Box 2. Ally shot down.
Whoa. I got one on my tail.
Protect the radar vehicle.
Where is he?
Return fire.
I am too low for this. I gotta take it in the clouds.
Missed. Missile incoming. Break.
Where the hell is he?
Entering clouds.
Bandit, right on your tail. Box 2.
There you are.
Evaded attack. Try again.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I don't like being in the clouds. I can't see a thing.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Missile inbound. Breaking.
Target hit.
Fire anti-air gun. Now.
It's owned by Square. Oh,
Fly to the clouds.
Box 2.
God, there's so many of them.
Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Oh,
On target 6.
Mage 1 launching missile. Golem 2, you can't go after every target. Huh? Keep your mind focused. Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Don't ice up in there.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
I don't think that's a real thing, but alright.
Locked.
Clouds are that problematic.
Did not connect.
Stand this way.
Missile incoming. Break. Main aim over clear ground. School 3, you hit the bailout now.
Golem 1. Enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worried about staying alive for now.
There.
5 targets remaining.
Attack missed. Enemies travel a long way, so they're trying to hit this quickly.
Is he up in clouds?
Chaff and flares
Oh,
launched.
okay, that's my countermeasures.
Mage 2, blocking.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's the camera I was looking for.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us.
There you are.
Fox 2.
This is School 6. I'm hurt, but still fine.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Oh jeez.
4 targets
That's a
remaining.
very disorienting camera.
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out.
Can't say I blame them. 3 targets remaining.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Break now. Missile inbound. Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear. 15 meters.
Nickel.
UAVs ready to launch. Away.
They say UAVs.
What happened? Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
MQ-99.
Being launched. You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move,
Whoa.
they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it. We're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Seems like
These
nimble.
drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
HQ has taken down an enemy. How many is that now?
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
I don't even know how many splashed. I lost count. Is this the last one?
Fox 2. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
Could have Mirror World in the
Skies are
Kingdom
clear.
Hearts game.
Nice work,
That'd be interesting.
everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
To be the Disney
I don't
princess.
know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
Get out of the clouds. Get out of the clouds.
No point
Apparently it's
arguing
gonna
that's how
cause
war
my
is these
plane to
days.
ice up.
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
Mess
But
with this
HQ has
and
made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Soon. Ah, okay, good. My angle.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
It's pretty interesting. I don't know if I would use that for like a montage video or something, but
You've given us air superiority
Spreading
by
your
destroying
wings.
their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Rank B. AH-64D. I believe those are helicopters. It sounds like those would be Hueys. MQ-99s. MQ-21s. Oh, those are Apaches. That was close, though. At least they were helos. Two-pronged strategy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard.
They
Numerous
say
ships have been
Gandar Bay,
sunk
but the subtitle
and
said
abandoned.
Gunther.
Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Choppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons.
Choppenberg.
The enemy maintains air superiority over Choppenberg,
Okay.
so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support.
Oh, I remember
However, it's
flying
been
against
reported that the
those
carriers
in
may have fallen
Infinity.
into the
Those are like
hands of
giant
Erusian
flying
forces.
wings. God, those
If
things were a
that's
pain in the
true, it
ass.
could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP.
We're
Good
gonna
luck
shoot
out
one
there.
down. Take down the bandits. Ally 4. F4s and F-16s. Let's like make use of these AMRAMs. I can fire. Hold on, let me just 56, 8. So I can fire those 7 times. Was it 6 times? 7 times? Yeah. Sometimes he's 56, right? Who uses AMRAMs?
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Am I still this trigger guy? What we did to get that call sign? Oh yeah, you mentioned my call sign Red Dead. That's actually a call sign I've used for a very long time. 2 guys that I've played a couple games with: Dreadnought, Overwatch, Destiny, Squadrons. Yeah, they know me from that. Oh, I'm on a carrier.
Begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
I'm not gonna skip this. Let's go.
Mage 2 is away.
Oh man, a freaking carrier launch. Love it.
Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Do I get to land on a carrier?
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco.
Wilco. So yeah, the thing with pilot call signs is that you don't necessarily pick your own. It's usually given to you by a higher up or the people who fly with you, mainly on either how you fly or something that you've done. And Sean and Chris gave me that one.
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to
Phrasing,
them like
clown.
glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the
Or is your real
clouds.
call sign clown penis?
So, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Let's go for this one. We got ourselves an F-16. I'm already getting spiked. Where is he?
Mage 2, missile launch.
Enemy on my tail.
Target is in range of guns.
Did you just shoot flares? Splashed!
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Oh, that one's way too far.
Golem 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
Enemy on my tail. I can't shake him.
Oh! Hit!
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Oh yeah, you're getting spiked hard. You got 4 planes on your tail. You're not escaping that.
3 remaining.
Is he in the clouds or underneath it? Oh god.
Attack missed.
There you go.
Nice kill.
Thank you.
1 remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Is this the only one left? I'm not seeing any other in the picture. Yeah.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Yoink! Oh yeah, it's notably slower when you're flying through the clouds. I don't think it does that in real life. Unless you're in like the Arctic.
Mage 2, Fox 2.
There you go. Picture clear.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Missile incoming!
Whoa.
Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Uh-oh. This is a flying wing, or arsenal bird apparently they call it. Oh shit, that's a lot of them. That's a whole lot of them.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Skeleton 1. Who about that monster?
Dodging
Just
everything
waiting for mission command.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Oh!
They got Mage 2. He's down.
That is terrible timing, clown. We'll live through this. Call you clown penis from now on.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Those of you who don't understand that reference, that's an SNL skit with Will Ferrell.
Just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Jesus Christ.
Missile.
All aircraft. No change in game plan.
Bandits are fast as hell. Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
You gotta go after the bird.
Not just keeping up with the drones.
There's way too many of them out here.
Take out Big Baby Huey.
Where is he?
I can't get a read on these
There
bandits.
you are.
They're dodging everything I throw at them. Missile.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Oh!
Missile.
Missile inbound, I can't get away.
Jesus Christ.
Missile.
I can't get a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Skeleton 1, Commander. They got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take
Ah.
over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Find the situation.
Ah, damn it.
Dude's down.
God, I'm getting spiked everywhere.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
I just fire one salvo at these things and then blow through.
Dodging everything I throw
Just
at them.
waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Oh, Jesus.
All aircraft. No change in game plan.
Oh!
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
That thing?
Missile.
Where is he? There you are.
Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
That is a shitload of missiles.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Spiked.
Is that a halo? The hell is this thing? An angel?
Missile!
Find your own target.
UAV down.
Skeleton 1, Commander. They got me!
Target locked. Firing.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading! Missile. Missile.
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit!
Missile.
Status report.
Missile. Missile.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break!
Both of the main props are down. I'm getting hit. That is not good.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
I don't think we have air superiority right now.
How'd that happen?
What the hell?
Oh, that light's turning red.
All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Whoa!
Control drone. I'm breaking
the hell is that?
We got incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation.
Bugging out.
If they knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
There you are.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That is still a lot of them.
Mage 2, walking.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Don't think, focus.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Enemy on your tail.
It's too close.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Yowza.
UAV confirmed down.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
Who was that?
This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Wait, there's an actual jet out here?
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Large wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Is this an ace?
Not on my watch.
Wait, this clown. That's Knocker. Where is she at? There's the bird.
Fox 2. Mage 2, target down.
Get those UAVs off of France. The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. This one's mine.
Get your asses out.
Where is he? There you are. Slow it down.
I can't shake it.
Nope, don't stall. Don't stall.
Still have their hot shot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back. Just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt.
Is that brownie up there in the upper right?
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fourth-grade aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Jet meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off.
Don't ice up in there.
Where is she?
Missile headed for friendly.
I can't even see her on the scope. I think that's her up there in the corner, but
It's got a lock on me.
Mage 2, move to support. Other aircraft are in trouble.
shit.
Fox 2. Target down. Nicely done.
A few seconds and we light the jet for 'em. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Where are you? There you are.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible. I'm grateful you're around. Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak and eaten.
Supersonic.
Get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Oh, that was her.
Bandit is down.
Golem 2 lost.
Shit.
Skykeeper, where's the one that got brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Alright, I'll just mop up these guys. Could I have saved her?
This is getting a little tight.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
How can I retreat with a UAV on my tail? Distract the bandit. Buy your friend some time. Fox 2! Fox 2!
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Way too fast. There we go. Picture clear.
UAVs have been splashed.
Can't see a thing in these clouds. I gotta get out of the suit.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA.
I guess that's probably part of the plot.
That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
An EMP or an energy shield.
Mage 2, we have
Oh,
good radar.
we're landing.
Cleared for approach.
Is the carrier landing? Yes.
Clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing.
Where's the carrier? Is that the
2 miles
carrier?
to carrier.
Yep.
Lower your speed. Your approach looks good. Stay on course.
Call the ball.
1 mile to carrier.
Do I have to power up or? Nope. I don't have to.
Perfect, Mage 2.
Nice.
I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
I thought I probably would have had to like throttle up when I landed on the
This is the
carrier.
situation.
You're actually supposed to
Golem
do
and the
that when
other
you land on
bases
the carrier.
squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits.
I remember as an old NES game called Stealth. As a kid, I could never stick the landing. I'd always crash. Oh, trying to land on the carrier in the NES Top Gun was like the hardest thing I could ever try to do. I think I only managed to do it once.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters,
when you're landing on a carrier, like the second you hit the carrier, you're actually supposed to throttle up
we have precious
to
little time.
have power
We have to get to
until the
space
plane actually comes to a stop. Because if you, because there's 3 lines on that runway that the jet's supposed to hook onto one of those, and if it doesn't hook and you're not applying power, you're going into the water or crashing on the deck. Exactly. That's the hard thing with carrier landings, because one, you're landing on a moving target. Two, the boat is like rocking around depending on the water. And three, there's no you gotta adjust for the wind. Actually, when you're taking off in a oh, is this the Ace? Orange wingtips.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age.
Is that DC Douglas?
Based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again.
How old is this guy?
If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal
Beware
unit,
the old
you
man
ask?
who had a profession where men
This
die
place
young.
is a shithole.
Does
If
that
you
count
took the
with
stink
marine
of
ships
all the
using Harriers?
corruption
No, because
in the
Harriers
world, then
land
corralled it all
vertically.
in
They don't
one
have to
place.
use the
That would give you a
wires.
pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a
Harriers are
mechanic who will
VTOLs. They don't have to
stretch
worry
for
about that.
life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
I don't know. Can you still fly with that bum leg of yours?
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling.
I'm gonna present
Mr.
a rescue
Harling was
president.
inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as
president
missing
actually
since
has
the
done
elevator
something
was
during his
taken over
term.
by the Erusian forces.
Looking at you, Cheeto.
However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected.
He was in Ace Combat. Oh, Harling?
We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatakura.
So this is a sequel to that.
So we can elude the enemy's observation.
Sort of.
There are
Kind
a lot
of.
of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar.
That's not really a thing.
If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission.
Maybe if it was 1950s.
The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
Oh, I got voluntold.
After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Just like the real Navy. All the Ace Combat games stem from asteroids hitting the Earth and doing massive damage, and this takes place around 100 feet. The years after that, as the world was being rebuilt. Okay. Alright, we're gonna use the F-14 one more time, then we'll see where it takes from that. We're gonna go back to the Phoenix missiles. And yeah, actually, where is... How much we got here? Wait, how much do I have? I have 1 million. Okay. Yeah, hang on. Where's there you are. Oh, I got more than enough for this. I'm not going to use it right now, but highly durable fighter with heavy weaponry designed for close air combat. Its agility at low speeds and its air-to-ground weaponry, including a 30mm machine guns, help it prove its worth in battle. Its nickname is Thunderbolt 2. Wait, hold on, what's this? Unguided bombs, unguided surface rockets. Okay. And then what's this? 4 AGMs. I got the money for it, so let's go ahead and buy these. It was fun to fly. I never got one jet I wanted, the Su-47. I got close to the F-35. When I played Infinity, I got a chance to unlock the A-10. I unlocked it, but I never got a chance to use it before the servers went down. I only got stuck using the Harrier. All right, what do we got here? What's this? Guided bombs. Don't I already have that? Oh, okay, I already bought this. Long-range air-to-surface missiles. Yeah, I'll buy those when I start using the Hornet. There's no other branch that comes off of the Warthog. Can I buy these? Oh, I already bought these. Okay. Reduces damn. I'm gonna need that. Reduces homing capabilities and enemy missile campaign mode only. I'm gonna need that. Typhoon. Bomb deal. I don't use bombs right now. I'm gonna go with these. TLS and PLSL. What's that? Enhances aircraft deceleration. Wait, how much is F2? Okay, I'll buy this just to get the get that branch open. Craft collector. Wait, what is this one? What's TLS and PSL? PLSL. Oh, I'm gonna need that. Missile power, yes. All of these. As a laser? I get to have a laser? What kind of jet's gonna fire a laser? Wait, does this unlock the... Alright, we'll stick with that. Let's attach some parts. Let's see. Deceleration, yeah. Prox fuse. I thought that was an actual thing. Like, that's something that was already in the missiles. Missile lock-on speed. Guided rockets. Oh, guided rockets. Oh, here we go. Defense jammer. Alright, one of these has gotta go. Lock-on speed. Homing capabilities, reload time. Actually, I don't really have a problem with that one. So it's the special weapons that I have. Okay, I need these two, so one of these other ones have to go. Loads, yaw, maneuverability. Let's take off. What's the difference on this one? 104 versus how many? Oh, 84. I got 22 Phoenixes, so. Unless for some reason the Arsenal bird shows up again. It's too bad I can't change the paint job on the jet, because in multiplayer I have the... I'll show it later when I get after the
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Because I have a paint job on my Hornet that is actually off of a real squadron that's actually based here in Virginia. Rescue the former president, Lighthouse Keeper. June 6th. It's close to my birthday.
Operation area.
Oh, I don't get to do another carrier launch. God dang it.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Whoa.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar.
Jesus Christ, that's a maze.
Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Okay, so I guess I'm fine with the altitude. You remember this? Wait, you played this before? Let's add a little bit more power. I don't want to go supersonic just yet. I'm pretty sure if I start going supersonic, they're gonna hear me. But I guess it's only the radar that they're worried, especially if I'm running at, like, I'm barely even Angels 1. Although I guess it probably wouldn't even matter if I'm going supersonic, so let's crank it up. Let's pull those wings back. Whoa,
Trigger,
this is strong.
you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
A strong wind pulling against me. It's pushing me down. Can I pull up?
No problem. Situation normal.
I'm gonna maintain a high
No
altitude.
change.
'Cause I do not like these clouds.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Take the shortcut.
You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship
Can you
from it.
please stop talking? I'm trying to fly
Despite his
here.
success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Nope, missed my shot. Yeah, they're totally not gonna notice this one jet flying supersonic over a city. Oh, I'm sure he's probably just doing a training mission.
Are we under attack? No change. Tighten the watch. Status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted.
Ooh, I like this change in the music.
Shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator.
Oh, I won't lock on. Okay, that's fine. I probably should have taken the A-10 if it's just gonna be ground targets, but I feel like this is gonna be. Oh!
Can you still fly?
Page 2, box 2. Page 2, target destroyed. Locked. Target destroyed.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column
Give me some
squadron.
cover.
Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
No, take out the SAM turret.
Jon-El squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Ah,
Page 2,
really
target
thrown
down.
off my end. Alright, I gotta do this.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
I'm gonna run right
Half
up.
of the anti-air guns down.
There we go.
Watch out. Enemy has a lock on you.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Who are the other ones?
Page 2. Rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Oh, I just overshot him. Alright. That was a wild shot.
All SAM sites down.
Okay.
There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
Clear.
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin here. Going up to meet up two VIPs.
The UAVs? Oh.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey. We're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Great work, Page 2. Enemy is down.
Box 3. I get him?
Take! Take!
Nice. That's a miss.
Take all of them.
Vehicle down.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
There you are.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Alright, I'll take out these other ground targets before I go out through these.
Express identified! Behind the gantry train! Mr. Harlan! Right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
That is far away.
The chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
We'll pass out from exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn. about half. Mop up the rest.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. 3 remaining.
Oh yeah, all mine.
UAV confirmed down.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. His engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Better than Mr. Harling.
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
I didn't take it.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Alright, now we're cleared.
H2, target destroyed.
Going 2, hang in there.
1 remaining.
All drones
All
splashed.
UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to spend this night for you.
Let's wait till we're home safe.
What's he flying?
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, crap.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal.
Oh, he's flying an Osprey.
Big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up. Phase 2, bandit confirmed kill. Okay, Fox 2.
Fox 2.
Roger. Transport. Orders to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old timer. UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
Where is he?
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a right.
Understood. Fox Square is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Cargo 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order.
H2.
The lighthouse is died in the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Right here, where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Wait, why are you changing radio frequencies?
One here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, inside. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble.
What is that call?
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Are they firing on the space elevator?
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
Figured. Why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual. Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, 1 hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's wind blade took a scratch. Gunning for it. Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson,
Where's
are you
Mother
okay?
Goose One? Where is he?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way.
There you are.
I'm sorry. Can Mr. Harling? Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mage 2, Box 2.
They're locked on me.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take
Oh,
them
that's
down
too close.
now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute
That's way
remaining.
too close.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace.
Where is it?
Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Where is it? Did my missile hit that?
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him. Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
Oh shit. Bug out.
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Oh man. Am I gonna be grounded? I got 1,000 points of total being asked. I'm gonna up that that channel points thing. That's gonna be, or limit it to at least 1 per stream. Although I think I limited it. I don't remember if I did or not.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Most probably. Well, like, definitely. Oh, I got an A rank. I got an A rank for killing the president, apparently. Got one or more new Mirage 2000 skins. A for assassin!
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Oh, is that me? Is that Trigger?
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard.
Is this somebody from a previous from the previous game?
He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling.
Oh, that's
the
me.
president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that
But they never
suicide
told the names,
mission.
so I don't know for sure.
He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's
I
all
did not
fake
kill
and
him.
lies and bullshit. It reeks.
I was set up. I was framed. 444.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes.
I'm a criminal.
You in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Are we under attack now?
Incoming! Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off.
But can they shoot?
Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Trigger. My new call sign should be Sponge. I'm gonna be doing this. Deceive and disrupt the enemy in the air above the base. Count, High Roller, Champ, Full Band, Tabloid. MiG-29s, Su-33s, Tu-95s. Obtain new aircraft, MiG-21, Fishbed, and 10. Oh, I got the Starfighter. Slim supersonic interceptor from the Century series of fighters. Thrusters and small and thin trapezoidal wings allowed to fly at great speeds, meaning it even stands up to the more modern craft. Its nickname is the Starfighter. That's actually the jet that that girl was flying. It looked a little bit different. That was a jet the Air Force used during, I think it was like Korea. Alright. Bring up the good old Tomcat. Yeah. This one's not as shiny as the one that she flew. A-10, the F-2, the F-14. MiG-21. Oh, that's an old looking. This one's probably about the same era as the Starfighter. Alright, we'll stick with the Phoenix. It's a different hangar and different music too, I just noticed that.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Criminal. Who's my Rio? You never mentioned who my Rio is. Or I guess my Rio is the lovely audience watching me now. So.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up
no,
command.
there's two people in my jet. I got a Rio. The Rio's the second person flying with me.
Sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
I guess you guys are probably gonna know.
The runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Rio is the yeah, that second person in the back sitting behind the pilot. That's a Rio. It's the radar intercept officer. That's a Goose, pretty much.
No one's gonna take that bet. What are you doing? Oh well, I have no problem with him stirring things up a bit. Sir, count on his high horse.
My weapons are disabled and then fence out.
His true character comes out when he's pushed into a corner, like when he's losing at poker.
So like, we just fly around? We're a high-speed cheerleader.
Again, the FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Great, we're a high-speed cheerleader.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you?
Yeah, I know what a Rio is.
In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Actually, nowadays they call them Wizzos.
Command on. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke?
Yeah, that's what Goose did in Top Gun.
Think of it as you atoning for your
Goose, Slider, and Wolfman. Oh yeah, and Merlin.
aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Damn, I'm targeted.
Honestly, this pisses me off more than it scares me.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them, blowing up a bunch of paper planes. The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base.
shooting at me, I can't have a little fun with him.
Get the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking?
Stop shooting at me, I just want to flip you the bird.
Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Greetings. Alright, fine, I'll bugger off. Dick.
Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage.
Fencing!
Mercy.
Ow!
After I think the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts?
This is the penal unit.
If counts going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later.
That's Steve Bloom.
I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harlan's murderer.
Sin lines? Alright.
Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're in front of us still. We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost target. Where the hell are we out here?
Wait, are you still alive? You are.
Bear 9, Fox 2.
Where are you?
Giving it another go.
Got all dressed up for nothing.
Now you're dead.
On my enemy's tail. Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot. Oh yeah, adding this one to my score.
I think Count was the one that sounds like him. Didn't see him on the cast list.
We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived. Now in the fight.
Focus on destroying the target.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Switching the guns.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
You don't tell me what to do.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Oh, him and the Count sound like Steve Bloom.
You have to pull the trigger. Almost out of special weaponry.
We can't get out of the hot zone like this.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco,
Oh!
please maintain silence for the moment. They got spare 15.
Was there a MiG behind me? Sorry I didn't get to take the Polaroid. Yeah, it's not exactly radar intercept officers, but this is just advancements in technology, but it's more or less the same. Hornets that have 2 seats have
Shoot down everything carrying bombs.
have a similar role. They call them WISOs, it's a weapon systems officer.
Done by now after rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after the starts?
This is the penal unit.
If counts going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your lying tune?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah,
Us too.
that report will get dressed up real pretty.
You still alive? How are you still alive?
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Really think we can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show? Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported. Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer. Sorry.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to
That's
educate
crazy
you.
out there.
In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're losing escorts. Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No,
Now pissed.
go straight from your bomber.
Oof, that was close.
Focus on destroying the target.
Where is he?
Wingman down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot. Fox 2.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
Oh, there's a whole string of them right there.
We can't. I lost all of them. Where the hell are we out here? I'm hit.
Spare 7 high roller.
This is decent what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, Murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound.
There you are.
They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, Murderer. Keith, how he thinks he's squadron leader. This is Spare 11, launching missile. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Really? This went stupid after that? Screw that, I'm gonna take care of the bombers. We got bombers to take care of.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you? Wilco, Man McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again! Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. This is a pretty nice ride. Woodsman service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something.
Nope,
I think
splashed.
she's the scrap queen.
Three, I should
More
take
like
a
a
3.
fat-tempered tomboy.
There you go.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Too late. All I know is kill.
What the hell are you doing? Attack! One bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served. Tabloid, missile hit your way.
Enemy is locked on me.
Where is he? doing all the work here.
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Ah! Whoa. Out of my way.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him. That only scratched me up. Continue with combat.
There we go.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Picture clear.
Hell yeah. Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB.
Barely alive.
Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner.
This is bad
Spare
tempered
7,
tomboy
what
like it's a
happens
bad
if
thing.
what you've bet on dies while landing?
Oh, am I gonna land?
And you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Oh.
Spare 15,
Oh, I am gonna
this
land.
is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1 mile to go. Heading is good. Stay on course.
At least I don't have to worry about flaps.
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Shouldn't have been against me.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, can you land your ass in
Champ's
grass?
gonna survive?
Your ass is grass. I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. I wonder if the reason why they allow you to skip is because how hard it was to land in the old Top Gun. Maybe. That or people aren't, don't like doing that kind of thing. Not so much pilots like
Did
I am.
say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Solitary confinement for the criminal. A for assassin. What time is it? Yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and stop here for now. Let me show my my Hornet. Can I show it in here? Here we go. Not that one. Here we go. This is the this is my F-18 Super Hornet that I have, and they have a skin on here from the, no, not that one. From the Fighting 103 squadron. That's the Jolly Rogers. That's an actual Navy squadron, and it's based right here in Virginia Beach on Oceana Air Force Base. So represent. Red Devils. Not familiar with the Red Devils. I think that's an Air Force squadron. But I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the movie Final Countdown? It's an old movie. It was like what's his name? Kirk Douglas was in it. yeah, there's they had F-14s when it was relatively new. They were like really clean. And yeah, the time travel one where a carrier like travels back in time to try and prevent the Pacific Theater, like the attack on Pearl Harbor. But the F-14s they used were from the Fighting 103, so they had this paint job on them. A fun little trivia for you. But we'll go ahead and call it here. We'll pick this up again on Wednesday. And let's see, tomorrow will be the first session of Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. I don't even know. It probably might be the only session, depending on what Chickens told me. At the most, probably 2 sessions. But yeah. And then Wednesday will be another session of Ace Combat 7. And if there's any more of Mortal Kombat 11 to do, it'll be done on Friday. And then Saturday will be a group stream. I don't know if actually Gumdolph might be streaming it. I don't know. But I'm probably most likely going to stream it. But it's going to be a group stream where the lazy streamers, consisting of myself, Oh Hey Mike K, Batwin, and the Gumdolph Kingdom, coming together to play some Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's going to be fun. So check that out. So if you like that stream, head on over to Bravo's site to find more information on other upcoming streams. Gomez. I might if I can figure out what's wrong with my capture card. Okay. But yeah, head on over to Bravo's site, find more information on other upcoming streams. You can also find my archive there. And if you got any burning questions, comments, or complaints that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions you might have for me for future Let's Plays or Retro Nights, head on over to the contact page and shoot them out to me over there. Also, check down below or off to the side, depending which platform you're watching from, to catch the rest of the lazy streamers, along with other streamers that I like to watch and follow. Check them out whenever you can. They're all great. But again, thank you for joining me tonight for this first session of Ace Combat 7. And until tomorrow, y'all have a great night. So take care. Love and hype. Life is good. Take care. I already said that. See ya.